Welcome to another edition of Our City. A few things going around the city of Elizabeth this week. On Thursday, June 11th, at 11 o'clock in the morning, Union County College will have a ribbon cutting for a classroom on wheels at the Kellogg Building in the city of Elizabeth on West Jersey Street. It's located at 40 West Jersey Street. On Friday, June 12th at 7:30 in the morning, it will be the Leaguers Fun Day. This event will be located at East Broad Street and Chestnut Street in our city. And later that evening at 5 o'clock, the third annual Old Time Dance Party located at the Stephen Sampson Center, located at 800 Anna Street. On Saturday, June 13th at 9 o'clock in the morning, the Women's Scholarship Club, the Big Hat Breakfast at the Renaissance Airport Hotel, located at 1000 Spring Street. And following that event at 11 o'clock will be the opening ceremony of the newly renovated pool at the Fred Exlaven Recreation Center, located at 515 Richmond Street. If you need more information concerning these events or any other events, please call our Public Information Office at 820-4124. And please stay with us after these messages when I'm going to be joined by Mr. Dave Strojek, talking about the EAP Farmers Market, and Joe Kozer, who is the Ambassador Program, and we're going to enjoy this conversation.
Sometimes you learn by helping others learn. Kane University.
Welcome back to our city, where I'm pleased to be joined by Dave Strojek and Joe Kozer. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us, man.
So, Dave, tell us a little bit about yourself. You've been the Elizabeth Avenue Partnership Executive Director for a few years now.
Oh, yeah. We've been there a few years. We started in actually 2001. And, the time goes really fast. But, we're happy to report that we have our district is cleaner and safer than ever before. Our vacancy rates are one of the lowest in the state. We have 326 businesses, and we have about 10 vacancies, which is about 3%. And, with that, we keeping it clean and safe, and we have a lot of events going on and a lot of things happening.
So, any new businesses moved onto Elizabeth Avenue?
Yeah, we're always. It's a very transient district. When one goes out, another one comes in, and I think that's a testament to the job we're doing, and especially with our commercial district services that we've hired. We do have one to speak of at 628 Elizabeth Avenue, a little cafe and ice cream shop called Mi Bella Guatemala. So we're going to be cutting a ribbon with them shortly, and we'll invite you to that, of course. Some delicious Hershey's ice cream and cafe items.
Mi Bella Guatemala.
Yeah, they're from Guatemala.
I figured that, Dave.
Yeah. So, and other than that, we have a lot of multi-services and select services that come in. They have items and knickknacks from their country, but you could also, they do their taxes. You could make calls, do Skype. So it seems like that's kind of a business that's moving in, and especially including restaurants. So we always have a good restaurant mix.
So Joe, tell us about the Ambassador Program and your connection.
Basically, what we do is we communicate with shop owners. We compliment them on the great job that they're doing maintaining their properties, and the ones who are falling down a little bit, we go in and ask them how we might be able to help them bring it up to par.
Joe, you talk about yourself first. You have a connection to Elizabeth as well, right?
Boy, do I ever. I could do 3 hours on that. I was born 714 South Park Street, actually born in Elizabeth General Hospital. I went to John Marshall for 1 year for kindergarten, 8 years at St. Michael's, and 1 year at St. Mary's. When I was just started 7th grade, we moved to Linden, so I took 2 buses to come back to St. Michael's to finish up, and then 1 year at St. Mary's. My roots go back to Elizabeth. On my mother's side, all my aunts and uncles were born in Elizabeth. We moved from South Park Street when I was 8. We moved up to Jersey Avenue, so I lived there for almost 4 years. 2 of my uncles had businesses in Elizabeth. One had a butcher store on Morris Avenue, and the other one had a cleaners on Orchard Street. And I worked for both of them. My father's family moved to Elizabeth when my father was 9. That was around 1923, 24. They were all port residents, And so I not only had the benefit of growing up in Elizabeth, but I had the benefit of all the stories of my aunts and uncles about Elizabeth. And
they're precious.
Pardon me?
They're precious.
Oh,
Stories.
what a great city. And I keep getting called back here. It's amazing.
Before the show started, you were telling me you used to coach St. Genevieve's baseball.
I taught 3 years at St. Genevieve's. I taught math 7th and 8th grade, and I coached baseball for 3 of those years. And a funny story, I met with my boss a few weeks ago regarding an issue on Elizabeth Avenue, and we met one of your, I believe, lieutenants. And now I guess I'm on TV, and I'm totally forgetting his name.
Ryan.
Yeah, Kevin Ryan. And when I saw the name tag, I said, Kevin Ryan.
He's a St. Jen's boy.
Yes. And I said, do you remember Joe Koser? And he's, oh, yes. There were a few of you, because my brother taught there as well.
Okay.
Yeah. But
So, Dave, tell us about, from the
route.
business perspective, the ambassador program. How's it working from your perspective?
Well, we're starting soon. So this is part of our expanded ambassador street cleaning program. So just to give you a little recap, we hired Commercial District Services last year to do our street cleaning. We did it Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 a.m. to 12 noon, and they did a great job just over the 3 days. So this year we're expanding it to 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. The cleaning is still going to be 8 a.m. to noon, and then an ambassador, Joe Koser, is going to be on a Segway, which is a motorized scooter, from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and we've expanded to 6 days a week now. So we have street cleaning services on Saturday, including the ambassador program. And as Joe said, he has great history in Elizabeth. He has the right demeanor for the job. And it's going to be our eyes and ears out there. He's going to be meeting with the store owners, helping them with code violations, not giving tickets. If we give tickets, then we failed. It's communicate with the business owner, come back to us, and then I communicate with the city, the license inspectors, and we work out a situation where businesses can succeed, they can market their store and not be in violation. Also, graffiti inventory. He's going to do a lot of graffiti inventory. Then we work with Public Works, marketing EAP events, helping us on the street, interfacing with the businesses, giving directions, being out there as an ambassador. Also helping with, the quality of life issues. That's the main thing, quality of life issues. The loitering on the corner, some panhandlers, maybe some people that come strolling into the district during the warmer months. The homeless, which is not much. Is like usually the warmer months you have 1 or 2 that end up on a bench. Joe's going to work with the police, maybe some social service agencies to work with these people. They're not bad people. Sometimes they have mental, illness, and it's our job to help them. You can't just park yourself on a bench and sleep in the middle of a business district during the warm months. So it's quality of life issues like that, and we're really excited about this program.
And Joe, what do you think? How do you think it's going to go off? You got the demeanor for it, is what Dave said. I guess being a baseball coach, you got the demeanor for a lot of things.
Probably the best training I've had for the demeanor is that I've been an umpire for 29 years. So there you have.
Not 29 years old.
Yeah, 29 years. It's you learn how to deal with different issues. If there's a confrontation, you learn how to handle it in a peaceful, friendly manner, so that it's more helping everybody get along than anything else.
Dave, recently you had your 3rd annual golf outing. How did it go, and what do you use the funds? And I was there for the luncheon. It looked like it went really well.
Yeah, the golf outing went great. I mean, the community support that comes out for us to raise money for our EAP programming, such as the commercial district services, such as our police patrol. I mean, we wouldn't be able to expand this program and add the Segway if not for the community support at our golf outing. We had more than 100 golfers for the 2nd year in a row. Great turnout. It was a beautiful day. We had a lot of activity on the course. We had the 2 hole-in-one holes, the prize holes. One was the Mercedes-Benz. One was $10,000 from Angel Rodriguez.
Anybody win them?
Nobody won, no. One was from Angel Rodriguez at State Farm Insurance. And then we had 3 hospitality tents. One from the girls at Renaissance Hotels. Doubletree Hotels had a hospitality tent. And our chairman, Emerson Amador, had his Alligator Property Management girls at a hospitality tent, giving away water, giving away food. So we had a great event. And like I said, the money goes for our beautification programs. Right now we're in the process of planning our 50 flower planters, which helps with the whole visual enhancement of the avenue. expanded police patrols, and of course our expanded ambassador program.
So Joe, how long have you been with Commercial District Services?
3 years.
3 years. Interesting?
Very, because every day is a different day. There's new people to deal with. The training that I got for this job, I've worked for other districts with different problems, and the thing is that when you're exposed to problems with other areas, it helps you when you encounter any problems in the area that you're currently in. You talk to other mayors, you know that every town has similar problems, and they also have unique problems.
So Joe, tell us about the things, the differences in Elizabeth from when you were here growing up to now you're here working it.
Well, again, like I said, I keep getting called back to Elizabeth. So the Elizabeth that I grew up as a child, the Elizabeth as a teenager, the Elizabeth after I got out of the Navy. There have been quite a few different Elizabeths that I've experienced. And I was thinking about this on the way over. The changes in Elizabeth are just a reflection of the changes in our society, where growing up in Elizabeth, the main thing was 27 Catholic churches in the city of Elizabeth. That's an amazing statistic for a city this size. Nowhere near 27 now, but that's just a reflection of society. It's not a reflection of the city.
And the city and keeping Elizabeth Avenue clean presents its challenges as well. And so how do you work together with the merchants?
Definitely. It's an issue where, again, you go in and you talk to the proprietor. You try to work out a solution. The biggest problem that we have as far as the trash is trash being disposed of improperly. You have a lot of people who are tenants, and what they do is they take their trash and they'll either put them in the cans that are on the street, which are not for that purpose. Therefore, the people who are walking down the street finish an ice cream sandwich, and that's where the wrapper goes. The other thing is that because what they'll do is they'll either fill up the garbage cans or they'll take their trash in a plastic bag and put them alongside the can. Well, the birds, as soon as they smell food, they start to peck at the plastic bag. Next thing you know, the plastic bag is open and the trash is over the street, all over the street.
Right.
So if we could, if there was some way of correcting that, it would tremendously reduce the amount of trash and litter on the streets.
So education is part of that, and you work on that area.
Yeah.
So tell us about the farmers market.
All right, we're heading into our 12th year of the farmers market. So it's every Tuesday from June through the end of November, from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. This year we have Allstead Farms returning. So, you met Kurt Allstead several times. He's got a 500-acre farm. He's one of the biggest farmers in the state. So he puts out a really nice spread. We have this year a olive oil vendor. They're going to be selling Greek olive oil, Avilo, and I recruited him from the Cane Market, which we sit on the grounds right now. We're trying this year a new thing, a fresh fish vendor. So we've never done that because our goal is to bring people down and have them shop at the local markets. But I got an inquiry. The gentleman would love to sell fresh fish at our market. So we said we'll give it a shot. We'll see if it makes it. He's meeting with the health inspectors now. We're bringing in a few new vendors. I'm in the recruiting process right now. Our opening day is Tuesday, June 23rd at 11 a.m. Again, you'll be invited to that. And we look forward to another year. It's great for the community. You have the fresh produce out there. You have the ladies from Peterstown walk over. They order their case of tomatoes the week before. They make their gravy. It's a community gathering spot. And we think, it's been a great central meeting place on Elizabeth Avenue. Dave
and Joe, I want to thank you for taking the time to join us on the show this evening. Appreciate all your work, and appreciate all your work as well in making Elizabeth Avenue a very healthy, viable business district. Thank you.
Thanks for having us, man.
And thank you for your support.
Thank you. Please stay with us after these messages. We'll be back with Paul Odessa, the Director of Recreation, talking about summer youth programs.
We're an American original, dependable, historic, nuanced, with all the comforts of home, even when you're just visiting. So we're celebrating for all that we've left untouched and all that we've changed. A place where the past meets the future. So consider this your invitation.
We've been celebrating here in Elizabeth for 350 years, and we're just getting started.